1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday, Aries. Oh, happy birthday, Aries. Happy birthday to all my Aries. Oh, happy birthday, Aries. And how old are you? Where the 44 crew at? How old are you? Where the 44 crew at ease. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. You guys are looking stylish and fresh as can be. Yeah. With all that youthful energy, you guys are rented Geo. You ready to go. You're Aries. Happy birthday to you guys. I just feel like a lot of you guys are on your knees. This is a special moment in time in which you guys feel divinely pleased. You know, this is unique. Yeah, a lot of you guys are definitely paying attention to your physique at this time, your physical. Yeah, you guys had that, what you call healthy breakfast is what I'm trying to say. I was thinking about continental, so somebody did wake up in a hotel today. They had their little continental breakfast, and so they had their little what do you call that? With the coffee, the why I can't call it bagel. The bagel with some coffee. I see some of you guys had some bagel with coffee or bagel with some type of smoothie is what I see. I don't know. I just see something like that. So yeah, you guys, happy birthday. I need to let you guys know that you know and hope that you realize that you are a vast key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. All right? Yes, you guys are a whole vast key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet. The higher realms told me that word could be no other word than planet. Why? So that you would know, Aries, that you know you are planned. Okay? The last two letters of that word is ET in every way. And that ET stands for till the end of time, or till the end of Earth timeline as well. You guys have been doing a lot of ET work, believe it or not. A lot of you guys were given extra time here. But also, let's be clear, you guys must recognize that you have been materialized, you know, and what that means is you guys are walking the walk and talking the talk. You guys are living the ET lifestyle. You guys have been executing that low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. Great job. Great job. Great job, Aries. Some of you guys were in college and they said, well, you know what I'm going to do to this professor? I'm going to put this in his or her drink. You know, I'm hearing that. And you guys talk them out of that. You guys talk some sense into these fools' head. And that's a good thing. And it's something you did not dread. You took your time. You took your action. and you took your purpose and made it purposeful. And you guys are really living in that ET lifestyle, executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. Great job, Aries. Some of you guys just had a dream recently. That's why some of you guys like, I could strangle her because I dreamed about an ET. Some of you guys dreamed about it. Yeah. And that dream was kind of forceful. Some of you guys felt like you were dreaming, you were fighting for your life or something in that dream. Yeah. A lot of you guys dreamed about the ET. And it was, for some of you guys, it was like some water. And the ET was coming to get you like 4 large beings. And then all of a sudden, you guys start fighting for your life. And you were screaming and fighting. And then, as you were screaming and fighting, somebody actually saw you doing something, so they kind of woke you up. But as you were screaming and fighting for your life, the water turned into cement. And you guys were back somehow grounded. But you woke up. This is an Aries that's pulling that energy. A lot of you guys had. Now, others of you guys had the dream of the ET that, you just had the dream of the ET. That's why I can hear you guys say, I could strangle her because I did have that dream of ET. Because you guys are doing that ET work, so therefore you have that vibration of these. All right? You guys recognize your spiritual mission. All right? Because life is our spiritual mission. It is not a competition, And along your spiritual mission, Aries, the higher realms have really placed something so beautiful inside of you called your intuition. All right? And that actually keeps you spiritually tethered to a beautiful GPS, which the higher realms told me that shall be the acronym for the gods, your guides, or God pointing you to your next step of origin. And the acronym for STEP is STEP, a solution to every problem. However, the higher realms want you to equate and mandate that a problem is only something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That part, Aries. That part. Okay? So that's why you and we choose to live in a solution today. So in other words, you guys were born fully loaded. Like a 9mm fully loaded. But you just didn't know which way to shoot, right? Well, that's why the higher realms created numbers, signs, and synchronicities, because the higher realms communicates through numbers, signs, and synchronicities, as the higher realms is communicating to you through numbers, signs, and synchronicities, which is your birth date, your expiration date, and all the little beautiful DNA codes in your body. You see? That is your birthright number in 4/4 in its entirety. All right? So you guys breathe that frequency of 4. Ooh, vibration and frequency of 4. My goodness. So that number 4, the higher realm said, the number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world, nor the spiritual realm. It means that the higher realms are sending you guys everything that you need from 4 corners of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, even simply down to 4 legs on a table, keeping you guys secure, spiritually secure, grounded, and stable. I can't make this up. Aries, You have a full cup. Yeah. Some of you guys better get that prenup. And it's up and it's up. Yes, indeed. So the higher realms really blesses you of 4. Okay, some of you guys do have a special table that can't nobody touch. You know what I'm saying? Because it means so much. And you like, get out of here. This is my table. And no doubt a lot of you guys have, what do you call, 4 letters in one of your names. Some of you guys are actually 4-letter names, persons. All right. Some of you guys are attracted to 4-letter name people. You don't know that right now. And you know what I'm saying? Because unbeknownst to you, Aries. All right. Some of you guys, you named your kids 4-letter names. That 4 blessing of 4 is really all through your life. Even down to that 4-legged pet. You know, that's why they created the emotional pet that you can get for free. All right? Yeah, because that's that blessing of 4 coming to you guys in its entirety. You guys got the 4-legged service. Some people have, the service pet that you have to work with. Shout out to all my military crew, Aries, because, I still got love for you, for life, you guys, for life. And thank you so much for all of your support. It has that real love touch. You feel me? Yes. So, Aries, you guys have those blessings of 4. A lot of you guys definitely have 4 wheels. And when you get in, you can feel the blessing. Some people got to knock on your window to get you out. You got a house to come into, right? You have a home. Okay, I was just waiting on you. Somebody, you might get that knock on your window. Don't even realize you engulfed in that 4. Somebody knock on your window. I was just waiting on you. Or you get that phone call. When you coming? Because you so relaxed in your car, in your 4 wheels. Yeah, you forget all about it. The whole car got a ring. Aries, my goodness. You are so blessed of 4. So you guys are definitely stable, and willing and able. But that's a beautiful thing. So you guys have 2 4s here. You have wow, this is interesting. So you guys need to know that a lot of you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys are ascended masters, because these are like the double 4s are like mastery numbers. So you guys are masters. A lot of you guys volunteered to have this human experience in this lifetime. And I'm so grateful for you, because you guys bring all of this to the table. So a lot of you guys volunteer to be here. Some of you guys, it's a small portion of you guys you feel the longing, you feel that tethered longing to, the pre-existing you, that light body of you. A lot of you guys feel a longing for home. A lot of you guys know what star system you're from. Some of you guys are not 144 light years away. A lot of you guys are not that 144 crew that came, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're not to blame, but a lot of you guys are. And I'm talking to you guys now, because a lot of you guys are with me on this spiritual journey. That's why there's no doubt you have this 4 here, because you're connected to that 144 planet light year star system. I can't make this stuff up. So you guys, let's see, 4 plus 4 is 8. All right, so that's your total birthright in its entirety. And make no mistake about it, number 44 is definitely grounding you in more. So it's just telling me that you guys are of, ascendant mastery. So a lot of you guys really have this knowledge already within you. So don't be surprised, to realize that like I said, you guys are fully loaded. You just need to know which way to shoot. That's what these number signs and synchronicities are for. that the higher realms constantly contribute to you. So the 4 plus 4 equals 8, and your birthright number, when the higher realms speak to you through your birthright number 8, the higher realms is saying just what we just said, because that 8 is designed in such a way, okay? A circle at the top and a circle at the bottom. You know what I mean? Anytime you see a circle, just know that it is a completion. It represents a completion, all right? Now, like I said, now remember this also, when anything that is at the top realm, like your brain is at the, your head and is inside of your, your brain is inside of your head, so it's at the top of your body. So anything at the higher realm, it represents the spiritual realm. So you guys, that top circle on the number 8 represents you guys completing a spiritual abundance cycle. That bottom circle on the number 8 represents you guys completing a physical abundance cycle in this lifetime. You remember I told you guys? So your birthright represents what I've been saying and what I need you guys to realize. All right? That number 8 represents, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Because you guys are ascended masters here that's coming to, with this powerful mastery flow. And that's what you guys are bringing from above down to the below. And that's a beautiful thing. So, together it equals total abundance. So a lot of you guys, the higher realms knew exactly what the design plan is and was and what it always shall be. You remember I told you guys plan, okay? All of this was planned in such a way. So a lot of you guys have a lot to do with the high vibe frequency on this earth today. That number 8 represents, increase. It's an increased level of energy that you guys bring. When you guys come to situations, you increase the vibration, believe it or not, in the situation, in the area. This is your energy. So a lot of you guys, because of that synergy energy, you guys, your shmoney is also increasing, okay? Some of you guys are up for a raise or promotion or something of that nature. Salute. Whether it's in the spiritual realm or the physical realm. And I believe for a lot of you guys, because you got the 2 4s, it's both. You know what I'm saying? It's both. A lot of you guys are being raised up in both realms, the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So great job, Aries. I can't make it up. Aries, you guys, let's get into it, okay? I see you guys have when it comes to love, some of you guys really are, you have you had some low self-esteem back in the past. So some of you guys recognize that. And what that created is something here, for you that's so true to you. And a lot of you guys, the biggest deal in love for you guys is to let go of any control issues that you have so that you can clearly communicate on a heart-to-heart state, okay? Not heart to mind, because the mind can change. But the bottom line is that is the biggest issue that's going on. And some of you guys need to fight that low volume fear, because the acronym for fear is FEAR. And that low value of fear, I'm going to call it low bottom fear. I'm going to call it, low vibe fear, okay? Yeah, some of you guys are carrying this into love in every way. And you guys, please take account that there's 2 different kinds of fears. One is a healthy fear and one is a positive, one is a healthy, positive nurturing fear that keeps you alive and supports others because you're alive. You know what I'm saying? One is great and healthy. Now the other fear is that low vibe fear, okay? And that is damaging in every way. Now, that low bottom fear, it resonates in 3-dimensional level only. So it's going to keep you trapped in that cycle of 1, 2, 3. You know how when you start dancing, you only do the 1, 2, 3, and then, there's more after. However, you have to stick to the 1, 2, 3 because somehow you're, trapped in that 1, 2, 3 loop. But the bottom line is this. You guys, that low vibe fear comes in a 3-dimensional level. And let's make that clear, okay? The first dimensional level of that low vibe energy fear is FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Okay, so some of you guys are approaching that in this way. If we have this heart-to-heart talk, if I really express myself on how I feel, or she's going to say this and he's going to say that, and it's going to be an argument. Okay. Now, or if I let her know truly how I feel, she's going to take advantage of me, or he's going to take advantage of me, or he's going to think I'm vulnerable. That one is the one you resonate with the most. And so therefore, there's false evidence appearing real. So you guys already created a boogeyman or a boogie woman, right? So the next dimensional level of that low vibe fear energy is FEAR, future events already ruined. So some of you guys don't even get to go to the next level, which is communicate with that person. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, open up and talk to them. No, I better not. You know what I mean? Because then you got that boogeyman in your mind. They're going to think I'm too vulnerable. I don't want them to think I'm a simp. I don't want them to think I'm a punk. I don't want them to think I'm too, pushoverish. Blah, blah. So the next, which is the last, because that's as far as that low vibe fear can go, the 3rd-dimensional level of that low vibe fear is FEAR, future, FEAR, F everything and run. So now you guys are running from yourself, because you're not really running from the relationship, you're running from yourself. And you got to remember, everywhere you go, you take yourself with you. So that's a heck of a run. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is, I see here that you guys are being true to self. And if you remember, yourself is your wealth. And in areas of love, make sure that you guys are communicating truthfully and having a heart-to-heart conversation, because you guys really want this relationship to last. You want to achieve a beautiful, solid relationship, solid as a rock. And the only way you guys can do that is truly have a heart-to-heart conversation without any controlization. I don't know if I made that up. But the biggest deal is you guys have to really let go of control issues in every way. You have to allow your person's heart to beat with your heart, and then let it become one, under the beautiful sun. So I see that for you guys, as a future, if you recognize, because I see someone that could be the one for Aries right now. There's someone that could be the one. But some of you guys are trying to control the issue in such a way, because a lot of you guys do not recognize that, your soulmate, or what they call soulmate now, and I differ that terminology. However, your divine one or your divine connection may be someone of your higher self selection. That's why you cannot recognize, them in this frequency of collection. I can't make it up. So the bottom line is, if your higher self is picking, which it definitely will be, you guys are it's gonna be a kind of a discord energy. So the higher realms want you to keep an open mind when it comes to this love of your life that you're trying to achieve, this beautiful relationship. Keep an open mind, because keep an open mind, an open heart. And we got to remember, the sky is open. You know what I mean? All right, the sky is open. The higher realms is open. All right? So the galaxy is open. Right? So it's like, what? Be open, Aries. Be open to receive what you guys are trying to achieve, which is a higher level of love vibration. And love is the highest energy of them all. So, yeah, get the, and just be open if you can, 1 minute at a time. Don't try to eat the whole elephant. You could do this, Aries, but the key message is be open in its entirety, because your soulmate is not going to come the way you think they should be, especially you in 3D. It's going to come the way your higher self, because your self is your wealth, the way your higher self perceive the manifestation of this person in your relation. So keep that as an open mind. And then do not forget, the key point here is for you guys to be clear that you cannot control. You can only adhere. All right? So now moving on to your finances, a lot of you guys are doing a phenomenal job here in your finances here. A lot of you guys are, getting out of some type of financial bind that you were in. And that's a beautiful thing and very powerful. Yeah, because it's your wishes come true. You guys, prayer work, okay? For those who did not think they prayer, you're living prayer. Did I start an automata somebody? It's okay for you not to know it anyway. But the bottom line is you do pray, because prayer without footwork is no work. So if you're out here, doing something that helps others, some of you guys are living prayers. All right, so yeah, know that you know. So you guys are really manifesting, some money goals here. And to do that, you guys are very clear. And a lot of you guys are, some of you guys are what is it, Chuck Brown song? You're going to squeeze on until the ego grin. Yeah, some of you guys are squeezing on. You're holding, you're saving, you're learning how to save. And then a lot of you guys are learning how to, I'm going to say, hold them and fold them, and learn how to walk away and run. Because a lot of you guys, I see you guys want some things that, may not be able to materialize in this manner. But that's okay too. It's like you guys are learning the value of you. And that's the most value of everything at all. I'm telling you. So you guys are doing a great job here in the financial area, and I see that's clear. Let me see what else I have for you financially. Yeah, and it's your birthday, so the higher realms are saying you guys are being divinely guided to be able to know that it's safe to receive. Somebody is not going to come back and say, man, you remember I gave you that for your birthday? Some of you guys are afraid to receive in that way. It's okay, because people in your life, of course, yes, but the higher realms are saying this is a message for you guys to know that it's okay to receive, because you're being divinely guided to do so. And it's safe for you guys to receive, okay? But the higher realms do not want you to be in a level of the energy of complaint, because a lot of you guys, your star chakra is activated at this time, okay? And that plays a role in every way. Your star chakra is above your crown chakra. So a lot of you guys already know how to take direction from your higher self. That's why you're a little, about this love thing, because I told you this is your higher self choosing now, because you manifested that right here on the ground. But the bottom line is, you guys are, learning how to, keep this mindset and use words of abundance. A lot of you guys are, so a lot of you guys are understanding that words are spells, so you must speak dominantly on your value and validity. You know what I mean? You can manifest whatever you desire in this lifetime, type of energy. And but the higher realms, however, the higher realms is really making a special signature note for you guys when it comes to your finances, so you can recognize and realize what trapped you guys in the past. A lot of things that trapped you guys in the past, where the reason you guys were trying to get this money, get this bag, is because a lot of you guys, believe it or not, you were somehow allowing yourself to be pulled to the low vibe level of competition. Okay, a lot of you guys were really competing, and that really harmed, your value. So the higher realms are saying, learn, the difference between cooperation and cooperation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of competing, learn how to work well. So some of you guys do know that value right now, and those who do not, just be aware that cooperation is better than competing. Okay, accept this money in every way. Oh man, I left some information out about love. Okay, the last piece about this love, because some of my Aries are looking to have a child with someone, and you've just been waiting. This could be the one. Just let go of those control issues. Have this heart-to-heart conversation without a doubt. And remember those low vibe energies of fear that could cause a bit of hesitation. All right? And I'm sorry, bouncing back, but I had to because I saw the cards there. I put them somewhere. But the bottom line is... Aries, know that you are really financially doing what you're doing because of, what you're guided to do. Just know that okay, because of that, not because of any low vibe area of competition, just because you're trying to keep up with that person who bought that vehicle, that person who bought those shoes and that phone. The higher realms doesn't want you to be motivated by that, okay? In any way. All right. And a lot of you guys, please recognize that you have to declutter your area of shmoney. Say, like, if you got a lot of stuff in your wallet, you just putting anything in your wallet now. Declutter that wallet. Declutter your space, especially your financial space. And if you guys are doing any calculations, make sure that area has a level of declutter, okay? Because it's all manifesting feng shui. I don't even keep nothing under my bed because of that, because you guys, it has a lot to do with everything, all right? Learn to feng shui. Clear up under your bed for sure, okay? For sure. Now, in regards to you guys' health and wealth situation, health, it looked like a lot of you guys are breaking bad. In other words, you're breaking bad habits. Go ahead, Aries, whether it's gambling, whether it's money, whether it's porn, whether it's sex, whether, whatever. You guys are making the right decision now. A lot of you guys recognize that 1 + 1 = 2. And that is all a part of you, inside you. And that is powerful. So you guys are making decisions here to love on you. And how I commend you, Aries. Like I said, your star chakra is activated. You have desired to live this life of freedom from these bad habits, which is great. Because it's great, because it allows you guys to elevate. Be patient and kind with yourself as well. Overall, definitely be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself in this process, because no matter what, yourself is your wealth. And this is a great job. You guys recognize also that, some of you guys see the temptation. Yeah, and the temptations are falling now. They were calling, but now they're falling. Yeah, they were calling, but now they're falling. Yeah, they were calling, but now they're falling. Yeah. Them temptation would call them, but now they fall, and the bigger they come, the harder they fall. Why? Because the universe took it all. The universe is not playing. The universe has your back. Some of you guys know this, and that's why you are unable to lack. You hear me? Yeah. Some of you guys from 15 to 21, you had this bad habit. But that's okay, because I'm seeing you guys, come up in every way and reverse this in every way. Yeah, shout out to anyone who has 5 years or more doing this. This is beautiful, because a lot of you guys prayed for this positive change, and you guys recognize you have some obstacles, but you're making the right choices and decisions right here. Yes, indeed. You guys have really, you have accepted one's self. And this is excellent when it comes to the mental health. You accepted who you are and whose you are. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And now you guys have this beautiful, unique spiritual listening device. And people really think listening is waiting your turn. Some of you guys have a real spiritual listening device, spiritual device inside of you. That's what this has incorporated. See, now you can hear what the Spirit is saying unto you. A lot of you guys, before you learn this art of listening, because this is what it teaches you. When you guys let go of these vices, it teach you, the value of spiritual, devices. And one device surely is your listening device. Now you guys listen with the art of listening. See, people, once upon a time, you used to listen when just people thought it meant wait your turn. You know what I mean? I'm going to jump in there, like jump double dutch. I'm going to go ahead and jump in there. I'm going to jump in there when it's my turn, and I'm going to tear it up. But I'm going to go ahead and let them finish. But, haven't listened at all. But the bottom line is, now that you guys know that you know the value of listening and the fact that listening is an art, yeah, I see you guys are aware of the obstacles and blocks that could start, and that goes straight to the heart. So, and what I mean by that is, when you're listening, using the art, the spiritual art of listening, you can not only hear what they say, Aries, but you also hear what they don't say. And that is so valuable in every way. Great job, Aries. Now, a lot of you guys have this career that really got you guys famous. Everybody know your name. Everybody love you. They know that you're highly favored. A lot of you guys need to know, like I said, you're a part of the 144 crew. And a lot of you guys, you're heavily connected to the sun. A lot of you guys are sun goddess. That's why you have this level of relationship with the higher realms, where the higher realms is like really a fairy godmother or father to you guys. It really is that way, and that's the truth. So what I see is you guys are highly favored by the higher realms in the universe, and a lot of you guys are connected to the sun. Okay, so don't be going around talking about that sun shining in my face. Oh my God. Well, that's your connection, shorty. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know you ain't heard that shorty in a long time, but I gotta tell you, that is your connection, because you are connected to the sun. All right, the sun brings you love, life, and good energy, and the sun illuminates everything. So a lot of you guys, this is your life. It brings you fortune. Good fortune. So a lot of you guys are very fortunate in your career, in a lot of ways. You guys definitely need to hear that you are highly favored. Okay. In every way. I cannot make this up. I'm laughing because you guys like, dang, that's what that sun in the eyes meant. Yes, that's what it meant. So the higher realms want you to be patient with others. Be patient with yourself, because yourself is your wealth. And a lot of you guys need to know that you are a part of this 144 crew. It keeps telling me this. That's why I have to keep telling you guys this. You know, you are sent to bring light to this world, to bring joy to this world, to bring this world a different level of spiritual foundation. You know, a lot of you guys are meant to bring patience to this world. You know, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? And great job, Aries, for who you are and whose you are. Because a lot of you guys are experiencing your real profound transformation right now. A lot of you guys are descendants of the 13 gods. You know what I mean? And I can't make that up. That's why you have this level of fairy gods energy. So I hope I'm saying that clearly. You know, a lot of you guys may see 13 of a lot because you're connected to, 13 gods above, 13 and 9 gods, 13 above and 9 down here and the below. So the bottom line is when people say, they don't know what they know. They don't know. The bottom line is you guys are heavily connected. You're going through this beautiful transformation where your heart is really open now and your third eye is gleaming. You guys are ready. And that's why you may find yourself exhausted and laying down, just kind of, figuring things out, just all of these messages coming to you guys. Some of you guys, you don't realize this is a transformation. So a lot of you guys are going through the transformation of ascension. You are really recognizing who you are and whose you are. Great job, Aries, okay? This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you and within. One.